Now, first and foremost, before I dive into the facts about this very unfortunate situation, I want to just say rest in peace to the deceased victim, Austin Metcalf. Now, with that being said, I'm about to dive into the facts, what recently transpired. About to dive into the facts and what some say a bit of opinions, right? Now, recently, Kayla Hayes, mother of Karmelo Anthony, along with the father, just did a press conference speaking out after Karmelo Anthony made bond, after they done reduced his bond from $1 million to $250,000. And, you know, Karmelo Anthony ended up making bond, which has a certain side angry, appalled, and we're going to break all this down because you got not only the people that's against Karmelo Anthony and pretty much wanting him to just rot in jail, but you got mainstream media painting a certain picture on the family, telling lies about the family, and all that, man. Matter of fact, we about to break that down, but first, I want y'all to hear the mother, Karmelo Anthony's mother, that is, speaking on what her and her family has been going through since this unfortunate situation. Check that out, and then we coming right back with a whole lot more.
Our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. I believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. We were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made.
Now, when Kyle Rittenhouse got arrested, he had a GoFundMe raised by his supporters, just like Karmelo Anthony. But the difference is Kyle Rittenhouse didn't have his mugshot plastered everywhere, lies being told on him by the media jumping out the window making this a race thing. That's the difference. And when the news broke on Kyle Rittenhouse making bond, you had 100% self-defense. Shouldn't have never been charged. About time. They shouldn't have never tried to jump him. Thank God Canada's rooting for him too. Much love. Thoughts and prayers from Canada. Man, this young man showed more control than most adults could have ever mustered. Totally self-defense. This is seriously an awesome thing they did for Kyle. This kid should have never been arrested in the first place. But when Karmelo Anthony makes bond, his family's receiving death threats, media's bashing him, these the type of comments he get. This pisses me off so much, man. These people defending Karmelo Anthony are lowlifes. And not only that, he got his mugshot getting plastered everywhere. And this is what the mainstream media has to say about Karmelo Anthony making bail. And not only that, we're going to play that. We're going to play the lawyer's response, Karmelo Anthony's lawyer responding to the media, which I totally agree with, respectfully. Check this out. We coming right back.
What I think is happening here is this judge is probably bending over backward for him because of the color of his skin.
I'm actually way more disturbed in trying to figure out what would contemplate someone to say, I want to give my hard-earned money to this Give, Send, Go. I that's the part of me, the part to me that I'm just really troubled by. I just don't understand what it is about this case, unless you're so embedded in racial identity that it's become your own idolatry. I have no idea why you would feel compelled to take money off your kid's table and give it to this cause. Okay, I mean that's the part of I just can't wrap my brain around that part.
He should be afforded the same rights that Kyle Rittenhouse had, Daniel Pena, and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was. He should be afforded the same right. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Kyle Rittenhouse with an AK-47 shooting 3 people in the back. We got that. And he raised more than $2 million publicly, and nobody said anything.
The reality of the situation is simple as can be. If the color is different, the circumstances is different, and the treatment is different. And that's what people that are supporting Karmelo Anthony is trying to say. People that support Karmelo Anthony, because I don't want to say blacks and whites, and I don't want to play into this narrative that people and the media is trying to paint. Nah, so I'm going to just break it down as the people who support Karmelo Anthony and the people who support Austin Metcalf. And the reality is people that support Karmelo Anthony just want him to have his day in court, man. Let him get the same fairness as y'all gave Kyle Rittenhouse, for example. Y'all always say, let the justice system take its process. Well, let's do the same thing with Karmelo Anthony. It is what it is. And this ain't no black and white thing. I ain't pulling no race card. I just shown you the difference. And my question to the people that support the deceased victim, and you have a right to, it's your opinion. But would you feel how you felt if it was opposite? If Karmelo Anthony was the victim? You just got to ask yourself that. You ain't got to answer it, or you can let me know in the comment section. But that's something I'm truly curious about. But the people like me, I support the justice system. I support a fair trial. I support any man, no matter what color, having his day in court, man. And that's what I support. That's what I'm behind. So that's just how my take on this situation, man. And I just broke down and shown you why, the narrative gets painted that people that support Karmelo Anthony is pulling a race card. But no, these are the facts. When you're a certain color, the treatment is different. And that's just what it is, man. And that's what people are supporting. We are in support of everybody being treated the same. Everybody having a fair day in court. So let me know in the comment section, am I talking gibberish? Because I feel like I just broke down the facts why this isn't no race card. Ain't nobody clinging to the race card. People clinging to the facts of the treatment that people get in America. When the color is different, the treatment is different. People had a problem with Karmelo Anthony getting a GoFundMe. People had a problem with Karmelo Anthony getting out on bond. But people was in support, 2 million in support, basically, for Kyle Rittenhouse. They cheered when that man made bond. Cheered when he was let go and found not guilty. Let me know in the comments section, man. Do you think it's a race card being played? Anyway, this Bezo, man. I said what I said. Rest in peace to the victim. This is a very unfortunate situation, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.